Hey everyone, this is Ben. I just wanted to go over another set being introduced in 2.0 of D2R Reimagined, the Raven's Nest. So Druid got a bunch of changes in 2.0. Mainly, the wolves are now elemental based and can cast skills like Firestorm and Twister. However, this Druid set is focused on Ravens while reducing the number of max wolves you can have. So, as for the stat breakdown, really just enough strength and dexterity to use the gear. It's some decent dex requirement of 97 for the dagger, but the strength is only 113. Could respect this to get a little more life, but it's fine. Vitality, the rest of the points basically. Resists aren't capped, but I could be capped pretty easily with a few more charms or add the item upgrade system, just adding some resist to my gear, but not a problem for this, just trying to showcase the set. As for the actual set, the Raven's Beak is the weapon. It adds hits to the Raven, so 2.0 also changes Ravens to be 3 hits by default and up to 10 Ravens. So this adds hits, 1 to 2 it rolls, the rest of the stats, all skills, attack speed, cast rate, faster hit recovery, ignore target defense, hits blind target, and then the set bonuses +2 to Raven hits, +5 to Raven, and 10 faster cast rate. The chest, the Raven's Feathers. It rolls a variable on warmth. This is the max roll of 5, so it helps with mana regen quite a bit. You are pretty mana thirsty, summoning Ravens all the time. The rest of it, faster run walk, enhanced defense, missile defense, 30 cold res, and flat physical and magic damage reduction. The set bonus, +3 max cold res, cannot be frozen, and 10% cold absorb. As for the shield, the Raven's Wing, faster run walk, faster cast rate, goes up to 30, so not even really the best in this case. And FCR is very important, so as much as you can get, really. Block, chance to block, enhanced defense, and all res. Set bonus, +2 max cold, +2 all skills, and 15 flat cold absorb. As for the boots, chain boots to pretty low level, so if you get these early and can 2-set them, you should be able to get one of these set bonuses at least. Faster run walk, 100 defense, 10 all res, 20 magic find, and the set bonus 20 all res, 30 faster run walk. And then the Raven's Talons, the leather gloves, also pretty low level, but they roll up to 10 faster cast, they roll up to 10 all attributes, and up to 10 all resist, so pretty middle rolls here I think. And then set bonuses, 15 faster cast rate, 5 to Ravens, and 30 cold res. As for the full set bonus, plus max Ravens and minus max Wolves, I'll go over that in just a minute. It actually adds a 50% damage to the synergies of Ravens. So it's not like a flat 50%, but it is in the end. So synergies get an additional 50% damage. It's really good. You just pump all the summoning skills. It gives +1 to amp damage, so it's your main curse you could be using. And then 30 faster cast rate, another +5 to Ravens, 40 all resist, 10% magic absorb, and 20% damage reduction. Pretty good. The set bonus has a lot of stuff in it, but the max Ravens and minus max Wolves is kind of the important part here. So Ravens, we have a max of 20, and as for Wolves, we can only have a max of 1. Usually it's 3 and 5, I believe, or some order of that. So you can actually have up to 8 total wolves, but with this you can only have 1. So that's the real limiting factor here. But then for the rest of the gear, using Bale's Cryptic Amulet, just because the all skills, Ravens benefit so much. Alternatively, you could use something that has all skills and faster cast rate if you need FCR, or just all skills. These just happen to be what I had in my stash that I could use. And then Diablo Soulstone, which is the other half of the set, +1 all skills, and just to get the set bonus. Terrandriel's Ring, gonna butcher that name every time. +1 all skills and faster cast is why I'm using this ring. Once again, maybe not the best to use, but it's definitely works. For the belt, Leash of Cerberus, mostly because +3 summoning skills. I didn't find anything else I could use that would be better than this. Potentially something more defensive, but this still has 14 lightning res. As for the helmet, Raven lore, of course, +7 to Ravens, 20 all res. It's probably the best helmet for this build. Not sure what else would beat it. You know, there are other helmets, but I think this just flat +7 is gonna take it away. You know, I haven't upgraded these quality wise, so they're still normal tier. Could get some more defense off them as well, and you know, this is exceptional. So definitely a lot more defense to be gained. Right now I'm only at, you know, 1600 with 35% chance to block. Pretty good. Could probably max block too with another like 50 points in dex maybe. Yep. As for charms, we are using a physical sunder crafted. This is new to 2.0. Sunders are back on the menu due to immunities. You can also craft using them, and it outputs a charm like this. This one's kind of bad, just has faster run walk mostly. Ideally it would have resist, or I mean even more ideal would be +1 summoning skills, but you know, I digress. The rest of my charms, just life, flat attributes, magic find, resist. I have a lot of resist here. Also +3 grizzly. I couldn't get ravens, but ideally this would be filled with +3 ravens, as many as you can get, just to pump up the damage. I mean, you know, getting another 20 levels would be quite a bit of damage. Yeah, besides that, you know, just the skills really quick. Ideally, you know, obviously we're maxing ravens, level 59. Pretty good damage, as you probably would have seen in the video before. Not in Spirit Wolf. These are just, you know, from the actual item here, giving them levels and then the all skills. Summoning Grizzly I have maxed simply because, you know, synergies as well as they act as tanks. Shockwave's pretty neat too. They can stun. Pretty good frontline. I'm using a Barbarian just because he has Battle Cry to also reduce some resist for physical. But really, you know, you can use any Merc as a frontline. He's kind of just an Orbot for me right now too. And then Spirit of Barbs, minus resist all and increase physical damage taken aura. Super good, honestly. Probably, you know, required to push higher than players 1. Heart of the Wolverine gives you faster cast rate. Really good to try to hit the breakpoints. And then I just have 1 in Oak Sage right now. I'll probably put more in Oak Sage, but, you know, only level 90, so it needs more points. You know, I have tried Poison Creeper. It did help with the clear even more, which is, you know, crazy to say because he's already clear pretty decent. But I haven't tried the rest of the vines. But yeah, so this is kind of what I'm doing. You know, feel free to change it. You could go Bear, but you'd lose out on potentially, you know, more synergies here because this all summons give this damage. Yeah, I think that's it. The only thing to note is that right now I have no way to teleport. I am using Deception, simply because I can't use Lust Wander. I can't use the Warp Helmet. I could, but I'd be losing a lot of plus Ravens. In 2.0, you can get the Annihilus charm and upgrade it via killing Ubers, and that will have teleport on it. So ideally, I'll push Ubers and then grab that charm and drop the weapon swap because, you know, I lose 15 Ravens and a bunch of max hits, so they, you know, they disappear pretty quickly. Yep, but you know, let's get everything out real quick. So yeah, this is basically what the setup looks like. You see I'm casting pretty fast, but I'm still missing 1 breakpoint due to being in town. But yeah. As for the Merc, just super quick, I am just using a Barbarian Merc for the Battle Cry. He does have Tectonic Slam and Bash, but he's really just a glorified Orbot with Cleansing and Salvation. For me, Salvation helps keep, you know, the rest of the spirits and the Grizzlies alive, but, you know, not necessarily required. Summoning them is pretty easy. So, but I think that's it. If you have any questions or comments or anything, just feel free to post them below. Thanks.